Hey guys, Billie Jenkins here with Silver Creek Doodle. So today's video is about Millie the Aussiedoodle. She's in heat and we're gonna breed her to Pickles. So Millie, our Aussiedoodle, F1 Petite, she is just stunning. She has already had a couple litters with Pickles and they were precious. Like, we just absolutely love those puppies. We kept one from her first litter with Hank, and then Hank actually just had his first litter with Deborah, with our Bernedoodle. So I'm so excited about the breed. I'm excited about the people that are on her wait list that are waiting. So if you remember last time, so Millie's first litter was actually her third heat, and what we did was what we normally do for our girls is we start testing after we notice the first sign of blood. We will start doing our progesterone testing at around day 9, 10, 11. Her first breeding was normal. She was right on schedule. She started ovulating, we bred her, she was done. Last heat, when she was bred with Pickles, she did what she did this time. She come into heat, and then when we tested her at like day 10, she was still really low. So we tested her like 3 days later, she was still the same. 3 days later, still the same. She went out to almost 30 days, like a whole month, which is not normal. If we would have bred at the normal time, 10 to 14 days after bleeding, she would not have gotten pregnant. So what we ended up doing was doing the testing. I explained that in one of her previous videos, so I'll tag that down below. But she did the same thing. So I remember sending my husband a picture of a paper towel that I wiped that showed a little bit of blood on it September 3rd. So it is actually October 3rd. It's a month right now. Now, Todd, our Bernedoodle, was acting crazy over her for like a week before that. Like sniffing her all over her like it was making it a crazy house here. So obviously she was like trying to nip at him and like wouldn't let him even do anything back there. But there was no swelling, there was no anything to show that she was even coming into heat, but I'm like, he knows something's going on. So that was September 3rd. So what we did here's all my papers down here. So what we did on the 13th, so 10 days later, she was a 3.4. All right, so I'm like, it's still really low. So 4 days later, we tested. She was a 3.15. My goodness, so she had dropped, which really 1 or 2 points is the same range on my machine. So even if it was like a 2.8 to a 4, those are the same numbers. So I'm like, okay, 4 days later, we tested again, 3.24. So she went up a little, which it really is the same thing, but she did go up a little bit, but still not even from, over a week ago. So then 3 days later, 3.29. This girl was driving me crazy. All right, so then she started acting weird. She was like humping Ariel, which is like her buddy, and they're having to be kind of put up right now, kind of in an area like we raise our puppies in, but because they have to kind of stay in another room area because of our boys, kind of being crazy about it. So on the 30th, so it was the 24th, so 6 days later, 8.98. This is great. The numbers are going up. So I'm thinking, woo, finally. So then I tested her yesterday, which was the 2nd of October, and she was a 12.39. That's great. So this is saying that she should have been ovulating yesterday. So what we're doing, taking her today, and thankfully my husband, thank you very much, Toby Jenkins, groomed her day before yesterday for me while I was, doing camera stuff, trying to get stuff figured out. He actually went in the groom room and groomed her and Ariel. He is so sweet. I'm like, thank you so much. So I'm so proud of him. They look wonderful. And it takes work. It was like 3 hours, and I ended up going in and kind of helping him throughout just because it is a lot of work, especially more than one dog at a time. So since she was ovulating yesterday, as long as her numbers are still going up, we're going to test her tomorrow or the next day just to make sure they've jumped. As long as they jumped, her due date is 9 weeks from yesterday. So I'm super excited about this. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and get Miss Millie, walk everybody, get Miss Millie loaded up. I think I'm gonna let Ariel ride with her since they're best buddies anyways. And then since we have a crate in my car, I'll show you. And then once we get to Pickles' house, we'll just breed them and then put them back together. So I'm so excited again about this process. I know it's a lot of talking, but I mean, lots of stuff that goes on in this breeding world that is not exactly textbook, but thankfully we have the equipment, we have everything that kind of puts it together that shows that we hopefully can get dogs pregnant. And like I said, we're actually going on a little break after this, so make sure if you're wanting something anytime soon that you kind of look at what we've got going on, because we're gonna take at least a few months off, like 2 to 4 to 6 months, depending on how we're feeling at that time. And then we'll start back up next year, you know, later next year to, you know, get things going, because we don't have a big wait list. We don't have, you know, the market isn't very good with puppies right now, which is fine. We just, you know, there needs to be good breeders out there that are producing good quality dogs, which is what we do. So that's what we're here for. But let's go ahead, get Miss Millie. I'm gonna take Ariel too, and then we'll see you on the road. Hey, back in my car. Let's go. Come on, let's load up. Here, come on. You're a good girl. Come on, load up. Go ahead. Load up. Good girl. Ooh, and your color's purple today, Millie. Looking mighty snazzy. Hey, girls. Oh, them blue eyes are just stunning. All right, let's go. For your services, Pickle. Good job, mister. Good job, Pickles. Yeah, good boy. All right, so as long as everything has been fine, we've not actually left yet, but this is the ending of this video that I'm gonna go ahead and do. As long as it's all went fine, which you will have seen ahead of this collection, you know, put it in. We're gonna do blood work tomorrow. I actually put that stuff in the description, or maybe like throw a picture in here with some wording, but maybe not get face on camera. But super excited. But let's go ahead and mark our calendars 9 weeks from yesterday, which was October 2nd. So 9 weeks from October 2nd is her due date. Then 8 weeks after that, puppies get to go home. So we'll see you next time. Bye. All right, guys, on here for just a quick update. So we went ahead and ran Millie's numbers again today, 26.26. Hallelujah. Thank you for making her numbers jump up so high. So she definitely ovulated. So we went ahead and bred Pickles and Millie for the second time. So let's go ahead and show you how it went. All right, guys. What are you doing, you crazy boy? What are you doing? Say bye-bye, Pickles. Tell her bye. Alright guys, so we are done. We are headed back home. That is the last breeding we are going to do for Millie and Pickles. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have followed this until the end, if you have, leave a comment and tell me you did. So thank you guys so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you like these types of videos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe link if it's your first time here, and we'll see you next time. Bye.